Hello everyone, welcome back to the Forgotten City. This game, it has everything, you name it. Killing people, stealing stuff, time travel, killing people and stealing and time traveling at the same time. Anyway you put it. As Corn Pop, we continue our journey. And I don't really remember where I left off. I think I tried to make Galerius the president. Although he didn't want to try that before I go through with the election at least once. I could also make Sentius, or should I? Is it an election for the Sentius? So the Sentius is the title. If that is so, then I don't know what's the name of the guy. Why do I have a quest for him? Ah, that's because I used the portal and escaped. Salve, Galerius. We talked about this before. I probably need you to take care of some things. Oh yeah, I killed a woman to get her key. And then I went back in time. I need to find the ruins with the Christian altar. Yeah, I was looking for the plagues, now I remember. You could take care of some stuff. Yulia is dying. Yeah, help with that. I need you to stop Fabia from entering the empty shrine.
Alright, let me see.
And probably that's it for now.
Go.
Let's save up the money. Oh, as I am about today. Could probably talk to Aurelia. We couldn't quite get a decent conversation. I'm going to look for it probably for a long time. I know it's somewhere here, right? But besides that, no idea. Maybe it's down here? Doesn't seem like it. I think it just leads to the lake. Yeah, as I thought. We could probably go from the temple. Although she does run into the same kind of spot, if I remember right. Oh. I'm actually stuck on this. Come on. I cannot move. Ah, that's right. Let's hope that the quick save wasn't, or I guess autosave, wasn't too far behind. Oh, that's where we started. Go help Yulia and Fabia. That's it. Now run. Off you go.
Ixion turns.
Look at them go. Maybe it should be here somewhere. I think she always went to the right. Oh, that's the place. We've unlocked it. There you go, Roman plaque. Sorry, that probably was loud. Did that on accident. Let's take it. wooden carving of a fish. How is that connected to Christians? Oh, what is that supposed to be? You can see it's a woman, two men doing something interesting to her. Also, it's a fake engraving. It's a flat texture, but it looks like it's three-dimensional. Oh, I could climb up here. That's where it leads. Interesting. So I guess if you don't want to kill her, you can go there. We have a bunch of plaques. I think the Greek one is the one we're missing. Although I'm not sure if that's just continuing the game.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but no one am.
Bugger off, man.
You're not.
I don't trust you.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Georgios probably knows what the Greek plaque is. Rufus being Rufus. Let's go to the temple, I guess. To be honest, I thought the obelisk was somewhere here, but it's actually there. You can see it. Our dude is gonna jump.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not?
I'm fine.
Ah,
I'll be
Why?
going.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Yeah, we don't care about that. Good luck with
Your
it.
life's in danger just... Are you...
I'm out of here. I can't help you.
I see.
I am out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Was that my fault? Yeah.
Was it your fault? You just refused to help me with him. And then he did the very thing he was threatening to do. What is wrong with you?
Yeah. What happens now?
I'll have to let everyone know what happened, and
I'm guessing the pieces. I'm worried that if I place it, then it would disappear from my inventory as well. No, I think I still have them. So I could place them if I want to. No, I don't have them anymore actually. Let's load back. I guess I didn't place it yet when it played the animation, so I still had it in my inventory.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been.
Let's talk to Gregorius. Oh, you can kind of see what's there, almost. Behind this door, although I can't open it.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land. Greetings, I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I.
Yeah, I know. You want to know where I'm from, but I really want to ask you some questions.
My friend, your words intrigue me more and more. But yes, very well. Ask me what you will.
Do you know where I might find the Greek plaque?
And in a city full of Romans, you are asking me? Because I am Greek. Let me tell you something about Greeks and Romans. My name is Georgios, yes. But the Romans, they do not care. They hear me say Georgios, and they think, ah, he must mean Georgius. Good Roman name. They do this all the time. They see us worshipping Zeus, they copy us, but call him Jupiter. They take Hades and call him Pluto, Persephone, Proserpina. I am flattered that they copy our ideas, but why must they change the names? Do they want credit for making it all up? Do they want to forget where it came from? At first, I pull my hair out. After a while, I give up, and I become Georgius the Roman. I accept the world is Romana. Plus, I have no hair left to pull. But my point is this. If you want to know who stole an old Greek name, look no further than the sticky-fingered Romans. The plague you seek was pilfered from a collection of old Greek relics by none other than Dully. He cannot help it. Like a typical Roman, he likes shiny things, especially those that once belonged to my people. And besides, it makes him happy. So I say, let him keep it. I believe he still has it with him, in his cell, just opposite the Temple of Demeter.
Seems like I will have to bail him out somehow. But first we have to do the election. Probably he won't give it to me from the cell. Even though he could potentially,
Hello?
you know.
Hello. Have we...
About the Greek plaque in your cell.
Do you like it? It's shiny, innit? It makes me happy just looking at it.
Why is he speaking British? May I please have it?
But if I gave it to you, then I wouldn't have it anymore, and I'd be sad.
What's it going to take for you to give it to me?
Well, if you get me out of here, then I wouldn't need it anymore because I'd already be happy. Then you could have it, and you'd be happy too.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
Why is Dully even in prison? If you stole anything, then
Like,
it would break the
Galerius.
rule probably.
He's nice. I like Galerius.
Didn't
He
even
made
see
me-
what I clicked. So all I need to do is persuade everyone to vote for Grelius. Perhaps Malleolus would set you free if he wins.
I don't think he likes me.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, so Galerius then.
Yeah, Galerius will let me out. Then you can have my plaque, and everyone will be happy.
Bye-bye.
Maybe if I... where is my guy? Where's Galerius? This thing already fell. The bow is still there. I could keep getting arrows this way.
Welcome.
Okay. Where is Galerius? Ah. Oh, I almost died there. Parkour skills. Let's check this place out. I think it just leads to the wall, basically. Yeah. Maybe he's somewhere at the bar.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his three.
He's not here. If I don't find him, then I just talk to Equitia. See what happens at the election. Not this way. He's not a dually. And now we're here. I don't see him. Okay, let's go through with the election.
A new face, Ave, and may vest.
What's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
Can I nominate another candidate?
You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
I'd like to nominate Galerius.
I like the idea, but I know Galerius well, and his position has always been that he won't run unless Malleolus withdraws. It was only yesterday that he said to me he'd only ever run if it was absolutely necessary to make sure Sentius wasn't re-elected. So, I suppose if you'd like to see Galerius elected magistrate, you'd need to persuade Malleolus to withdraw somehow.
Who's allowed to vote?
All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend.
Oh.
Unless they're running, of course.
Can I vote then?
Well, you're not a citizen yet. So, no, I'm afraid not. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Such as?
By using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course.
Interesting. What's your role in the election?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
Can we start the election?
As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk. But I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason.
Holding it early might prevent conflict between the voters.
Yes. I have overheard some rather unpleasant arguments. The last thing we need here is additional conflict. Very well. I'll get things started right away. Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
Let's go to the forum. Rufus is such a unit. He's just, I don't know. It's like those AI YouTube videos. You can judge a man by how much he benches. Oh man. He teleports even. Rufus doesn't bench, and he doesn't need to, probably. Are these all of the male voters? Damn, Sensuous came running. Is he busy right now? Yeah. As I expected. There's someone missing. Is that a spot for me? I doubt it. So perhaps it's all of the voters. I can probably make
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered
Rufus to
here
vote for
to
Galerius.
elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus.
Ah, his name is
Malleolus
Sextus.
Sergius.
That's
As
good to know.
agreed, we shall dispense with ballots, and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius,
Sendius.
Dacius,
Malleolus.
Galerius,
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil,
Malleolus.
Rufius,
Malleolus.
and finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus. I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus. That's more like it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
For his attempt to deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What? I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
It is.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius. Here and now for
What?
your entertainment.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Wait, I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies. It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable
Domitius.
exploited by a treacherous leader to
Golden
instill
Rule,
fear
yeah.
in all of us.
Punch
This
that
is
there.
why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
Stop!
The
many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come at all, or else must come and pass.
Demetrius, what are you doing? He's still fighting there. The Sentius just bolted from there. Let's try to convince Galerius now.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and...
I need used to... Yeah, let's make him help Yulia. Then we'll talk to him once he finishes, I guess.
Yulia?
And Fabia.
Alright, let me...
That's it.
I'll go.
I guess we could go with them even.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water.
Fabia, listen.
There's a troublemaker coming into the city.
I know, and I'll take care of him. Just go and hide, but not in the empty shrine.
Wait, how did you know I was headed in there?
No time to explain. Go!
All right, I'll be in my bakery. Thank you,
Oh, that's your
Galerius.
bakery. I thought that was just a random building of sorts.
Don't shoot. I'm no threat. You'll find what you're looking for in the avenue. Second building on your left. I've got to run.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Assassin looks busy. I should try talk to him later. Yeah, he looks busy. That's true.
Now I'm
Bugger off.
You're not
I think she's going to be alright. Galerius, you're amazing. How did you know?
I was just doing what the new guy told me.
I don't understand. How did... Never mind. Thank you so much for acting as quickly as you did. I never knew he would have lost her.
Can't stay. Places to be.
What places to be? That's it.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked. How is it possible?
I'm busy right now. You'd not believe me if I
Come
told you.
on. I just did as you asked. The least you can do is level with me.
Oh, okay. I'm reliving the same day over and over again.
You're toying with me, right?
No. How is
Sisyphus
some?
was a Greek king
Yeah,
who
he
forced
tells me
a
all
pact
this
to-
stuff. Go on.
Anyway, I don't know which...
You're a good man, Galerius.
Oh, that's kind of you to say.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Oh, and if I...
Hey, now we need
Salve
to
again?
make you
No.
president. What do you think about the election?
I can't see how I could vote for either candidate. I don't like Sentius much, but Malleolus is almost as bad. Even I could do a better job. Me, a farmer. And I've never given a speech or put on a toga in my life.
Ever thought about running for magistrate?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
If Malleolus runs, he's going to break the golden rule and kill us all.
And how could you... Oh, wait. You've seen it in another time loop, haven't you? Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him. Deal?
What? Okay.
Alright, friend. Hope you find a way to break...
How am I going to... I suspect everyone. Ah, god damn it. I need to dig up some dirt on Malleolus somehow. Ah! Quinctius, if he is Quintius, I need to ask him that. Thank you.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well?
What do you want? So you're Quintictus.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
You have one green eye and one blue eye, just like the description in his execution order from Emperor Nero.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens.
Did he?
I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
Apparently, Quintix also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
I can't prove it to you yet, but I will.
Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted?
I could talk to your wife, I guess.
I trust you can see your...
Let's go do that.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
Do you know about anything about Scintilla's disappearance?
The dainty little thing from next door? Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child.
I think you're hiding something.
Well, I've had quite enough of this. Domitius, come quickly. We're being robbed.
Oh, I asked the wrong question. I can talk to her.
Do I need to call Domitius?
Is Domitius going to come even? I think I can hear him running. Domitius, where are you?
Do I need to call Domitius?
He doesn't come. That's the issue. Domitius does not give a shit. He's training, dude.
What now?
Do you know anything about Scintilla's disappearance?
Listen, I don't abduct women. They come to me. And they keep coming back. If you know what I mean.
Yes, subtle. But subtle, but I think I know what you mean. What? I think you're hiding something.
You don't know Sturkus.
Sturkus, okay. I'll be going. Maybe I could ask Sentius about... Quinticus?
I assume you will...
We had this conversation before.
We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. That about right? If so...
I couldn't stop it from being broken.
Ah, I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time. Now, I assume you sought me out again for a reason?
Yes. He doesn't...
Ask them.
I don't think he... Yeah, I cannot ask him about Malleolus. So would there be anyone who would know?
Oh, another one fresh out of the baths, I take it.
Maybe Cynthia knows. Where is she? Oh, there she is.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here.
I'll be gone. Cynthius is now here for some reason.
There is proof of a degenerate mind.
Demetrius is so buff you cannot jump over him when he's
Hey,
doing push-ups.
you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
I am. I know about your creature, don't worry about me.
Well, it's your funeral.
Oh, there is this creature. What the hell is this? It's a golden zombie of some sort. Like I saw. Before. Lunar pendant. There is a Latin inscription on the back which reads Sendia Def. Maybe that's something to do with Scintilla. And a coin pouch. What the hell is this place? Crushed creature. An emaciated human-like creature splattered in gold. It appears to have been crushed to death while entering the cistern from the cave beyond. Lots of arrows here and money. That's probably the entrance to the upper cistern. I don't think I can go there just yet. I need to free Dooley to do that. Oh, there's golden statues here. This one glows kind of. There's nothing there. Creeper vines. They could be climbable. If only they could support my weight. Yeah, if only. That's the upper cistern. Okay, let's read the quest log. 4 plagues. The last one is with Dooley. Perhaps the gods will help me escape the place. I could speak about appealing to the goddess for help. No. How to make Maleos drop out of the village? Find evidence linking Maleos to the name Quintius. Need more evidence. Naevia locked herself in the palace. You should find her. Maybe I could find... could ask someone probably about it. Ask residents of the village for clues about Scintilla's disappearance. I overheard Horatius accuse Demetrius of some involvement in Scintilla's disappearance. How to get to the upper system? Get Tully's key to the upper system by releasing him from prison. Find a creative way to get into the upper system. Well, I guess I have to look for evidence. Maybe Scintilla knew about the true name, Quinticus. Or should I say Quintius? Don't know. So if I talk to Horatius, maybe he knows something.
What is it, citizen?
Can we talk about Scintilla?
What business is that of yours?
I'm looking for her.
A lot of people have been looking for her. But it's been 3 weeks, and we've found nothing. What makes you think you can do better?
It sounds like you don't want me looking for her.
No, it's not that. We all care for Scintilla. She is, or was, a lovely young woman. But I learned long ago not to dwell on things beyond my control. Or to try not to, anyway. But I don't want to seem obstructive. If you have questions, ask away.
Did you notice anything suspicious before she went missing?
Scintilla was always a kind, well-behaved young woman. I admit, her disappearance really caught me off guard. If anyone knows something, I'd expect it to be Sentia, Malleolus, Claudia, or Domitius. But none of them will tell me anything. You might fare better though, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. I know what you did to her.
If you're accusing me of a crime, you better have something to back it up.
You know what I'm talking about, where is...
You're grasping at straws and it's not going to work. We're done.
I guess I could just go steal the money again and run. Because I have to talk to Claudia and she wouldn't talk to me really anymore.
Do I need to call Domitius? Get out!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's Malleolus flying around. Demetrius got... Well, is that? Yeah, that's Demetrius. He's still like standing with his arms crossed. Ah.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and why you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost?
Oh. Let's do Yulia and Fabio.
Right.
That's it. I guess if Malleolus is gone from the election, Rufus would vote for him anyways. If he gets the willow bark.
49 melodies fetch again with incessant labor.
Let's try to talk to Claudia again.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Can we talk?
Talk.
How would you like some help getting back at Malleolus?
An intriguing proposition. Go on.
I don't think Malleolus is who he says he is.
Perhaps you're not as silly as those clothes make you look. What makes you say that?
Just a hunch. I was hoping we could figure out his true identity together.
You know, I may have the very thing you're looking for. Some time ago, when he still cared for me, he wrote me a love letter. Only, he used the wrong name. Now, addressing one's wife by the wrong name is not unheard of among philandering Romans. But in this case, the name he got wrong was his own. I confronted him about it, and he stammered through some incoherent response. I let it go, eventually, and yet questions have lingered in the back of my mind ever since. But wait a minute. Why exactly are you helping me?
I just hate to see such a beautiful woman treated so poorly. Let's go with that.
Oh, aren't you charming? I'm quite sure my husband would seethe with impotent rage if he overheard you say that. I love it. It seems our interests are aligned. I imagine knowing his true identity will give me the leverage I need to manage him appropriately. But first, I need you to do something for me.
What do you want?
I want you to bring me some wine.
Oh, I have it.
Just
I have tons of
one
it.
small urn should do it. Oh, don't look at me like that. I know this must be hard for you to wrap your sweet little pleb head around. So what do you need me to spell out?
Actually, I don't have any questions.
So you'll help me?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Thank you. Here's the letter.
Letter from Quintius to beloved Claudia. For a time I despaired at the thought of being trapped here for the rest of my life. But then I met you and discovered that as long as I am with you, I'm exactly where I should be. Mere words cannot express my affection for you, and so I will perform a grand gesture in your honor. I will become the sage's magistrate, so that I might govern with wisdom and strength with you by my side. Interesting.
Now, perhaps you can tell me who Quinctius really is.
According to this bounty letter from Emperor Nero, he's the person who started the fires in Rome last year.
What? He's... Oh no. That's... quite a lot more serious than I imagined. I only wanted some leverage over him, not to destroy him. Give me that immediately. Nobody else must know.
Sure, you can have it. Nobody else will never know. I can always get another copy. What do you mean? No, I think I'll have one that.
What? No. You tricked me. You mendacious little stirkers.
I didn't lie to you.
It was a lie of omission. You were planning this all along and you deliberately concealed it. May Jupiter cut you down.
I'll be going now.
I curse you. I curse your life and mind and memory. May you be unable to walk or eat or drink. May this drag you to the depths. This is outrageous.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here.
I want you to withdraw from the election.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because I know you're Quintus, your wife gave me a love letter and Nero wants you dead.
So, it finally caught up with me. I suppose that makes you, what, one of Nero's assassins?
No, I'm not, fortunately for you.
So, you're not going to kill me?
Not if you withdraw from the election immediately and release everyone in debt bondage to you.
Oh, so much work and money. Oh, well, if I do it, you'd let me live?
I will.
Fine. Ruling this cesspit of a city would have been beneath me anyway. I'll have Domitius notify the priestess of my withdrawal and release those two from debt bondage. There. You got what you wanted. Now, please, leave my villa and never speak to me again.
Hey, Demetrius, what's up? Demetrius will be unavailable until Galerius finishes his errands.
Domitius, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
I've made a decision to release Julia and Ulpius and withdraw from the election. I want you to go and inform Equitia.
Sir? Are you under duress, sir?
I've just had a change of heart.
But you were on track to be magistrate, sir. All that work, all that money, wasted.
Those are my orders. Carry them out.
As you wish, sir.
I guess I could give Rufus the willow bark now.
Name's Rufus. Better watch your step.
Watch your step. About your rheumatism.
What business is that of yours?
I have a treatment.
Willow bark. Fine.
Who are you going to vote for?
Sentius. Military.
Anything I gonna to change that?
No.
You said you owed me.
Who do you want me to vote for?
Let's talk about something else. Guess I have to talk to Galerius. Oh, this is just pronounced that
Welcome.
he's not running anymore. Probably. Where is Galerius? Don't see him anywhere. Tavern keg. Large wooden beer keg. Built in with cup holders. Interesting. Should be somewhere at the market, I think.
Welcome.
Maybe here? No.
Greetings and salutations.
Still can't find Galerius. Hmm.
You there.
You there. Not interested. Don't think Galerius has a house, does he? Looks like he's over here.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
I cannot find them. Where could he possibly be? He's not at his house, I don't think. Yeah, he's not here. He's either somewhere in the tunnels, or I don't know. Dooley's note? I did not do it, Dooley.
Hello? Hello?
We have met before, but I'll be going.
Hello?
Oh, I cannot get close to there. Probably because you can't pick it up? Or what?
Hello?
No, if I try to
Bye-bye.
walk up to him, I think he starts the conversation. Interestingly, no? Maybe he never walked out of the buffs? Though I doubt it. This is locked forever as well.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Should I just restart or what? I don't know.
Keep an eye out for Centella, would you?
Can you actually heal Sentius before he runs to the exit? Might as well try, I don't know.
This is a rather strange first impression, but I'm going to have to overlook it for reasons that will soon become clear.
What?
Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and...
Did he say that because I had a bow? We had this conversation too, and I'm in a hurry.
Seems rather brash.
I'll get back to it. Ave. Oh, what?
Don't be so foolish. If you kill me, we all die.
Yeah.
The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox.
What?
To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox. You see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here, obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself.
So if I killed you, everyone would die, and I would return to my original timeline with no way back?
Indeed.
I might need to rethink this.
Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
I had no idea.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
The time paradox. Damn, I guess that's one way to do it.
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Al Worf, I came in to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Corn Pop. I was hoping you'd know who I am.
Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina and murdered a local magistrate, breaking some kind of ancient law.
What?
It said that the voice of a furious god rang out, and the ground trembled and statues sprang to life, firing arrows at the city's inhabitants. Apparently, as the citizens screamed and died in pain, the stranger just vanished in a flash of light.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't me.
I didn't for one moment think it was, but the way you say that makes me wonder. I mean, how many people with that name could there be in this place? I don't understand how you could have been here 2,000 years ago.
When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose.
I'm sorry, come again?
I still have the suicide note you carved into this tablet here.
Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing. But I don't understand how I could have written it.
It was written by a different version of you. I changed the past and your fate.
I'm not following.
I killed the man who opened the time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this?
Yeah.
I guess. So what you're really saying is, you brought me back from the dead to let me die all over again. You saw the tablet. I spent a lifetime searching for a way out, and never found one. I can't see how I could possibly find one now, so it seems like we're both gonna die here.
I regret nothing. Sorry, I made a mistake.
A mistake? You murdered a man in cold blood, and now there's a city full of dead people. And it's only a matter of time before we join them. I guess all those old Latin inscriptions were right. Pro peccata unius multis dolabunt. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
There are 4 endings in this. I guess I found one of them. Oh, look at that. They have the devs with their photos attached. That's an interesting way to do it. I guess I'll look through the credits once I find an ending to be a bit more interesting. That's more interesting. Okay, I guess it's an interesting idea. What I meant to say that it's not probably the intended one they want you to do. They'll probably create a time paradox some other way as well. Oh, now he doesn't want to tell me. I should have listened.
This is a rather strange first impression. Now,
Ah, okay. I broke it. I was trying to save someone's life.
Well, it seems you failed spectacularly. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make...
Yeah. Tell me about the paradox again.
Don't be so foolish. If you kill me, we all die. Allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox. You see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here, obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself.
Interesting.
Indeed. Thank you.
What kind of a time paradox can I create?
Ugh, this place
I think it all depends on him, really. That's probably a speedrun strat. You get the pistol, you run there and shoot him from like here or something.
Welcome.
Citizen.
How'd you do?
I'm still looking for Galerius. He couldn't have just vanished, yeah? Probably. Maybe he's somewhere.
You stay away from my money.
Oh, she has a locked chest. Let's see how much money she has.
Shall suffer.
2,000. And her diary as well. She scammed all those people. It says, I'll read that later. Now I have to run. And probably find Galerius as well. Come on, Sentius. I need you. I could probably give that to Sentius, maybe. Dear Diary, today I'm celebrating. I made the easiest 1,000 denarii I've ever made. By selling a way out to a desperate fool, of course it may not have been the way out she was hoping for, but Hemlock still counts. That will teach her for insulting my hair. And since it didn't break the golden rule, I may have to try this again sometime. Ah, she wants Sentius's villa. That's interesting. There is a bunch other pages, I guess. It worked again, I'm now 1,000 denarii each thanks to Ulpius and his desperation to escape. Of course, there is very little to spend money on here, but just having it gives me a little thrill for a brief moment, at least. Dear darling, finally I have something to spend my money on. Malleolus is running for magistrate in the election tomorrow, and he's promised that for a sufficient tribute, he'll be able to move on into the old Sentius villa once it's vacated. I'll be, okay. How he plans to achieve that, he wouldn't say, but still, I'd better make sure he wins. That's why she gives everyone free alcohol if they vote.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back? Oh,
hello again, Galerius. Help Yulia. Help Fabia. Tell Malleolus, you know, his real name is Quinctius, thanks to Claudia. And that Nero sends his regards. Then tell him to withdraw from the election and release his debt bondsman.
What? Are you... You're serious, aren't you? I doubt Domitius will let me talk to him, but I'll make sure he passes on the message.
Rufus has been threatening Virgil, but if you give him some of this willow bark, it will treat his rheumatism and he'll settle down.
Poor Virgil. Poor Rufus too, I guess. Alright, got it.
That's it, now go, as fast as you can.
Go. But once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Yeah, I will talk about it. Let's just follow him again.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone, but always.
Run, run. His running animation kind of reminds me of Arma 3.
Fabia, listen.
All those videos by Daniel from SL kind of looks like this too.
Hide, but not in the empty shrine.
No, it reminds me of it.
You know I was headed in there.
You there?
Oh, bugger off.
You're not right. I'll be in my bakery. Thank you.
Get up. Now he's running for his life.
Don't shoot. I'm no threat. You'll find what you're looking for in the avenue. Second building on your left. I've got to run.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Salve.
Lucretia, no time to explain. I'm supposed to give you this Sylphium resin for Yulia.
What? Quick, give it here. I'm just going to help her swallow this. I think she's going to be alright. Galerius, you're amazing. How did you know?
I was just doing what the new guy told me.
I don't understand. How did... Never mind. Thank you so much for acting as quickly as you did. Another moment
It's always unexpected and scary because it's so loud. Come on, Galerius. Got places to be, remember? Oh my god, did I break his pathing? No, I think it's fine actually. Oh.
Salve, Ruffius. I hear your rheumatism has you so riled up you've been harassing Virgil.
What? My condition is nobody's business but mine.
There's no need for that. I just wanted to give you this willow bark to help you treat it.
A treatment? Really? Thank God. Finally, some relief after all this time. Thank you, Galerius. You're a good man. And I'll be sure to leave Virgil alone. I know I haven't been at my best lately.
Appreciate that. Now, I've got to run.
Walk through.
What now?
I have a message from Malleolus.
Yeah? Who's it from?
The Emperor. He knows Malleolus's real name is Quinctius, thanks to Claudia, and demands he withdraw from the election and release Ulpius and Iulia immediately.
Are you out of your mind, farm boy?
Domitius, that's enough.
What? You're not going to listen to this, dolt, are you?
Galerius, all right, I'll withdraw, and Ulpius and Julia are free. I trust our business is concluded?
Yes, that ought to do it. I guess I'll go and tell Ulpius the good news then.
Where did he run off to? I don't see him. Oh, I think he's there. Yeah, he's running. I thought maybe he turned right.
Malleolus has agreed to release you and Iulia from your debts.
What? Are you messing with me?
I wouldn't do that. You're both free.
We're free. We're free. Thank you. It seems fortune smiles on us after all. I'd better go and pay a visit to Iulia immediately.
Where is Galerius running now?
Citizen.
Oh, he's just waiting for me, I guess. What?
Welcome.
Iulia! I'm so glad you didn't go through with it.
It wasn't for lack of trying. And now Malleolus is going to...
Oh, I think I heard all this.
Wait.
He tells her.
We're free. Malleolus just released us and we never have to set foot.
He's busy.
Again. What? How? Galerius arranged it somehow.
Galerius again just arranged it, okay.
Incredible. Oh, what a relief. I don't know what to say.
I think it's such a great concept to allow someone else to be the protagonist, really. There was some kind of a mod for Skyrim I saw. You could be like, you could see someone else being arrested, and then they bring them on cards, and basically you go through the intro, but you are the spectator, you are not on the cards.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
Oh, now they talk about over there on the villa. And so basically some Khajiit is about to be executed, but then a dragon flies in and it doesn't happen, basically. I guess maybe he does get executed. And that's such a shame, because I thought maybe if you make him the main kind of the protagonist, that would be such a great mod. And you go with him to High Hrothgar, and he's there and he talks to everyone. It's just, I don't know, I think that's so interesting and wholesome. I would love there to be a mod like that, but it wasn't quite there, I guess. Hey, Galerius.
Citizens, I have an announcement. Malleolus has withdrawn his candidacy from today's election. Unless any new challengers are nominated by nightfall, Sentius will be re-elected magistrate by default.
Actually, I'd like to nominate myself, if that's all right.
Of course, Galerius.
Oh, he's a time traveler as well.
Citizens, the
He knew where to
election
stand.
will proceed.
Salve again, friend. I went and... How is it possible?
I'm reliving the same day.
Sisyphus...
Yeah, Sisyphus. Go on. On, I'm running for the magistrate, feeling kind of nervous, but I'm hoping it will all be worth it when I order Dolly's release. Just hope we have the votes I need. I have a feeling you'll do great.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if... Oh,
yeah.
And
Well, let's ask Quitia and see what happens. If he doesn't win, at least we'll see what happens when Sentius wins, I guess.
A new face, Arve.
What's the status of the election? Can you start the election? Come on, let's go.
Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Everyone just hears it, no matter where they are. I wonder who Stasis is gonna vote for. Oh, there they are. And it's Ulpius's place. I figured that. I'm going to oversee the proceedings as well.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and late nominee Gallus Galerius Helver. Marcus Malleolus Gurges withdrew his candidacy earlier today. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Galerius. He saved the life of my dear friend Fabian.
Oh, that's how it works.
Sentius.
Virgil.
The man who put a stop to the threats I've been receiving. Galerius.
Ulpius.
Galerius, the man who saved my life.
Rufius.
The man who treated my rheumatism. Galerius.
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Gallus Galerius Helver.
What?
It has been decided. Magistrate Galerius, would you like to make a brief address?
I just want to say, this isn't something I ever wanted. Now that you've put your trust in me, I'm going to do everything I can not to let you down. I'll need some time to put together a list of the changes I want to make around here. But I promise you, there will be changes. My first order is that Dooley is to be freed. Horatius, release him from his cell immediately. Please. Wait, do I need to say please? I suppose not. That's it. You can all get on with your day. Nothing else to see here. Move along.
Dooley is finally free.
Glad Galerius won.
Isn't the great temple
deserved it.
majestic?
Everyone just goes. Wouldn't it be funny if he walked off as well?
Fortune smiles on you today, Julius. Magistrate Galerius here has ordered your release.
You're going to let me out of here?
I'm sorry it took so long, my friend. And it wouldn't have happened at all if it wasn't for a newcomer. So be sure to offer your thanks when you can.
I will. I will. Thank you, Galerius. I'm so happy.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Why don't you go to the baths? Then tell Georgius I said you could have some new clothes. Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you soon, Dooley.
They left him in the cell. I guess he opened it. I can finally have the plaque. A plaque bearing a Greek inscription, Hades, Lord of Many. I can see it's kinda like Cyrillic. That's P in Cyrillic. But other than that, it's just like U in Latin. A T of sorts, V. Or I guess you could say it's E in Russian as well. I mean in Cyrillic. Although I don't know how the alphabet was when I came up with it. The Greek alphabet, the
hello?
note, the know the sounds.
I'm Dooley. Magistrate Galerius said I should thank the newcomer. Are you the newcomer?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, it is you. Then, thank you. You're a big helper. I was locked up, but they let me out again. I'm so happy.
Yeah, you're welcome, Dooley.
You can have my shiny plaque if you want.
Yeah, I already
Maybe
took
you
it.
can help me find my treasure.
What?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me, and he said he always would. But then he died. But before that, he told me if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious.
What was it?
He gave me a key to the cistern.
Oh, yeah.
And told me to keep it safe. He said there's something very precious way up high. Please help me find it. Please. I had to keep it a secret until
What?
I found someone I could
He doesn't have
trust.
the key?
Oh, thank you. Here's the key.
He wants me to keep the key safe.
Hope you find it. In the cisterns. Way up high. Hannibal said. Oh, look over there. Something shining. Is it treasure?
What?
Maybe it is treasure. I can see it for myself. So pretty. And it's just lying out here in the open. Maybe nobody wants it anymore. Maybe no one will mind if I
What?
just take it.
Don't you dare.
The many shall suffer.
This
for
is
the
unreal.
sins of the one.
Dooley is... he should be in prison 100%. I did not expect it from him. At least he gave me the key. Actually, if everyone just let go of their possessions, there wouldn't be any problem. Because there wouldn't be any stealing, basically. Then Dooley could be free. But he has to stay in prison.
Salve, friend. Mind telling...
We had this conversation before. Your name is Galerius. See you later. Just want to check out the cisterns, I guess.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of
I could probably give the willow bark to Rufus.
Name's Rufus.
About your rheumatism, figured out a treatment. Who are you going to fight for? Anything good to change it? You said you owed me. Vote for Sentius. We're going. I guess sometimes he votes for Sentius for some reason instead of Malleolus.
On your best behavior, I trust?
Fresh meat, huh?
I went the wrong way. Let's see what's up there. How can we pass this test if you don't know the rules? Yeah.
Salve.
I'm fine, thanks. Amply going.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Ulpius wants to jump.
Oh no. No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Please help.
Is this what Scintilla would want? You'll never believe me if I told you. Maybe I can solve your problem. What if I hear her?
Wherever you are.
Oh, I
Don't tell
forgot
my
to
love.
help her.
I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Oh no. Let's just save the game. What? I guess the door is open. The obelisk is lighting up. Did the door just close on me? Ah, they just close so I can't see what happens outside. Speak his name. Nergal, the fierce one, grant me an audience. Hades, Lord of Many. Osiris. Pluto.
This
Pluto, Osiris, Nergal, Hades. You just have to say all the names, I guess. Or maybe it depends on the room. Yeah. Osiris. This is Nergal. What? Damn, this looks high tech. The Earth is right there. What the hell is this place? There's death. and
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by many names. Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks, and Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title, God of the Underworld. And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You're unlike the others, aren't you? But there will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk, I will allow you to satisfy your curiosity. Ask what you will.
what's your story? Are you responsible for the Golden Rule?
That is merely the name your people have given to it, but yes, it is my doing.
Why turn people into gold?
That is a story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate. Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife, a prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, two were particularly ambitious. Both were beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces, bracelets, and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold, and when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place. She checked that nobody was watching, and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat, where she broke her neck on the rocks below. But I was watching, and I decided to answer her prayer. I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she might serve as a grim reminder of what befalls those who sin in my domain. But that was not enough, for the entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all, to make way for a new wave, and began the wager again. And to this day, each of them, and all who came after, line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious, suspended in time with only
Conscious?
their sight and hearing preserved.
What?
So they may bear witness to and lament the folly of your kind for eternity, as silent golden sentinels.
So you're responsible for destroying all these lives?
I give your kind a second chance at life, as well as ample warning about my law. And when you disobey, And you always disobey. You force my hand, bringing terrible suffering upon yourselves. And so you ask if I am the one destroying your lives. And I say, no.
Yeah.
You destroy yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it.
Probably. Where did these golden bows come from?
When my kin departed, they left behind many relics which I inherited. A consolation prize of sorts. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and equipped them each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became known simply as Furies.
They must love it when somebody breaks the rule. They're like, oh, finally we get to shoot people. What do you consider sin?
I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12 Tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all possible scenarios. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations. The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not?
Yeah. Doesn't seem like you've been upholding it either.
Enough. You clearly know nothing.
What do you consider sin? Let's ask him again.
I've always...
I want to ask him a different... The prison is not as easy to apply as it sounds. For you, perhaps. Okay, let's tell him that he doesn't uphold it either. I've always lived my life that way.
We both know that is not true, and you would be deluded to believe otherwise.
Not a consideration. How do you know when people sin?
I'm able to commune with all of the statues in the city. Their ears are my ears, and their eyes are my eyes.
Is Proserpina connected to the statues in the same way?
If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Then what an odd question.
I've seen some terrible things here that you didn't consider sin. How could you let them happen?
Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations, or are you going to give me an example?
Suicide.
Ah, yes. The debt bondsman. Taking one's own life is a self-directed act. It is not one that is done to others, however they may be affected by it. Therefore, it cannot be said that one who commits suicide has done anything unto others.
That sounds like an extremely literal interpretation of the rule. I disagree with that.
Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately. Is that what you want?
I am right and you know it.
Then your desire to be right outweighs your desire to survive. You will make a fine statue.
Enough talk, I'm going to end this.
Do you really think you can wound me, a god, with that primitive weapon?
You might be immortal, but your beloved isn't.
How dare you threaten her? This ends now. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Wait. Oh, I got her crown. So I took a crown, what now? What? It doesn't think like I can do anything with it.
No, you vile, despicable creature.
What's up with you? Oh, I could talk to Karen. Karen is terrified. I should try talking to him again later. Okay. What a weird way to say it. God damn it. Sentius is still running. Surprisingly enough. What do I even do with the crown now? I guess the golden bow could also harm the statues if I wanted.
Salve, friend.
Why do you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost? You need to take care of some things. Yuli is dying. Tell Malleolus you know his real name is Quintus Toxton. Claudian Nero sends his regards.
What?
I need you to stop Fabi entering in the empty shrine.
Alright, let me see.
That's pretty much it.
I'll go.
The 49 melodies fetch again.
Doesn't seem like bow helps against the statues really. Why do I need the crown?
You there. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying.
Yeah, right, this
You
is...
ain't managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden boat, but I would...
Go on.
Tell me, do you have any idea how... And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly, one or two of those arrows is enough to turn... Now, of course, that is... I can't
Yeah.
with the ability to transmute or use your... And even...
I'm interested.
Excellent. So the first question is, now I have a plan, but first, tell me.
I am familiar.
Then none of this should be. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow. Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess what she's holding in her?
Golden bow.
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking.
But you want me to steal it?
Oh, gods no! If you tried that, we'd all be dead within No. Here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have
I don't know. Maybe it's a fine ending.
So, are you in?
I'll do it.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll hand over your bow, I can get started applying a layer of gold. This is a and here we...
Fake golden bow.
Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as it's just at the end of the street on the left.
Yeah, let's go. This the Shrine of Diana, it seems. Why do I hear flies? This is awful. Oh, they're up there. There is a beehive, apparently. Weaver. Oh my god, okay, I'm free.
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me and I'll unlock it for you.
You locked me in here.
A little bit slow, aren't you? Yes, I locked you in, and until you give me my bow, you're gonna stay in there, like Tantalus in Tartarus.
How is that not against the golden rule? You said you split the riches between the two of us.
No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole.
How can I trust you after you've double-crossed me like this?
You're just gonna have to take your chances, I'm afraid. The bow, now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll recognize my own handiwork.
Even if I gave it to you, probably just leave me here, forget it.
I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man, but I always wondered how anyone could have known that. Let's find out if they were right, shall we?
Escape the temple. How could I escape it? Unless I shoot down the hornet's nest. Oh, it turns into gold. Makes sense. Oh my god. don't think I can jump up here. Unfortunately. Can I shoot the water? Oh, that's insane. New mechanics. I didn't expect this. Take a look at the scroll nearby. Navy's journal.
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me, a rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and, disturbingly, it was as if she was looking. Right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strange whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke.
Can I kick other statues? No, that doesn't seem like it. Only these ones. It's kind of satisfying to do it like that.
You're not supposed to be here.
Oh, he had a coin pouch on him. Why is gold even in this? Because it doesn't seem like I can use it much. At least you get lots of arrows. It's kind of satisfying to kick him around like that. Oh, come on, that couldn't have missed. There must be some loot here. 10 arrows, 50 denarii. Oh, that's alright. I'm out of arrows. Or at least I think I'm going to be out of arrows soon. They have fletched arrows and different ones, it seems. Take a look at the scroll. Key to palace doors. Oh, that's awesome.
My beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, written names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. When I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I have ever known. Your face, forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness. Our meeting gave me new purpose. to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper your true name.
Oh my god. This guy is scary.
I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
Can I even... Okay, I got him. But this one is stuck. Seems forever. Is there no way I can walk through? Yeah, probably soft lock myself. There's lots of... I guess not lots of, but... There's side rooms in this place. Let's go back first. Ah, it doesn't open, that's why. What happens if I shoot this? Nothing really.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength and those sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodame to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace is now too dangerous to work in. Still, as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensuring your humanity is preserved.
Damn, this
I
is
promise you this.
awful.
One day we will be together, even if I have to free every last statue in this god's forsaken place.
Are you whispering to me through the statue somehow? Who are you? You must be Naivia.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
If you attack me, we'll both end up encased in gold.
And you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve.
This has nothing to do with me.
Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you?
It's not just this statue whispering to me, a lot of them do it, but it's always the same voice.
What do you mean, the same voice?
It's like someone else is whispering to me through the statues.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work and swoop in? Is that it?
What the hell? No, I swear.
Liar! You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you too.
I ended up here by accident. All I want to do is leave.
What? What are you talking about?
I got trapped in the tunnels under the city. I came up inside the palace.
Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
I never had any intention of hurting you.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
Wait, I can't undo this.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
I can cover her in gold again.
What? How?
The golden bomb was the weapon that encases people in gold.
Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll give you the key to my old medical chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I imagine it would help Lucretia ease the suffering of those still in the city. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
Alright, stand back.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say.
She didn't turn into anything else. She's still ruined.
I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. Here's the key I promised you. It opens a chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I believe there are a few things in there which may be useful to Lucretia.
Don't know why I would need it at this point, but alright.
Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Goodbye, Naivia.
Go.
Never return. Okay. Cannot talk to this thing anymore. What did she do to your face? It's awful.
What? Are you still here?
Are you still here? You can apparently climb back up. No problem if you wanted to. But I guess it's nice. Let's go talk to our guy. Where's the chest? Well, I think I got that before. So there's more than one way to do this quest, I guess.
Feeling all right?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Feeling alright? That's a shame. Where is my dude?
Whatever's in that great... hello there, partner. I'm glad you're here. I think there might have been some confusion about my little practical joke earlier. You see, my plan was to give you a little fright. You know, like two friends joking around at the Saturnalia, and then, surprise, I'd open the door. But when I opened it, you were gone.
I don't believe you.
Partner, I swear, this is just a misunderstanding. Look, why don't you keep our bow as compensation?
You mean my bow? Don't worry, I'm keeping it.
Fine, fine. It's a credit to you that you're able to see the humour in all of this. Now, can I help you with something?
No.
Very well. Another time.
Let's... What are you going to vote for?
Sentius, I suppose.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Vote for Sentius.
Very well.
Shiny.
Did he actually fall down? Not yet, it seems. Is he even there?
Salve again, friend.
I'm busy right now.
Shalom, friend.
Got into Malleolus' upstairs room, but there was no sign of Scintilla. He doesn't want to talk about it. He's like shocked. Who are you going to vote for?
Galerius. He said.
Fair enough, I
All right.
guess. So I have to do it all myself if I want to make Sentius win. I should go into the cistern, see what's up there.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
I know about your
Well,
creature. Apparently it was eating something. What could it eat down here? Oh, I have to jump. Oh, interesting. Oh, that was quite fast, actually. Interestingly enough. Oh, that's Scintilla. What the hell is going on?
You? Who are you? Did he send you?
I'm Corn Pop, nobody sent me.
Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back.
What's going on here?
I'm Scintilla. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key.
Who did this to you?
Sentius, my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him.
How hasn't he broken the golden rule?
I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either.
Where is this way out?
Behind me, there's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside.
Yeah,
The
makes
only
sense.
problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key.
Oh, I should have searched him. Damn it. I should have searched him when I got him. What will you do if I release you?
I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat to get it. I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together.
What about the others?
There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say?
What if I round everyone up so they're ready to escape once the golden rule is broken?
There's no time. Wait, did you hear that? He's here. Quick, you have to let me go. It's now or never.
Damn it, I don't know. Okay, I guess I'm letting you go.
Oh, thank you. Now follow. Wait, did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
Senchus.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she?
As if I'd tell you.
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really. If you'd just done what you were supposed to, you'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb, Al.
What? You remember Al?
Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Almost 15? I should be grateful for your stupidity. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it?
So you asked me to figure out who was going to break the golden rule. No way now would fail every time.
Of course. There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is inevitable. Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this. But where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity. As I told you the first time we met, I found a way to cheat death. By reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust.
You knew there was a way out and even locked up your own daughter to keep it a secret. Why?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa, the sun on my face, the music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all, over and over again, for eternity. Don't you see? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself?
Let's see if you cheat your way out of this.
Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bird?
I probably could. But I'm going to let her have this one.
Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
Oh no.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. Hey, what's happening to you?
Oh yeah.
It's so bright.
I cannot escape if he's dead.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Al Worf, I came in to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Corn Pop.
Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, it described a freed and imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
Actually, that was me.
What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago? I'm not sure I understand.
When I first arrived here in the present day, I found your corpse hanging in Formanus.
I'm
Still have the suicide note. Written by a different version of you. I changed the past and you failed. I helped Scintilla kill the man who opened the time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
Now you're getting it.
I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape. That's a lot to take in.
How about we get out of this place?
Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it.
Yeah, let's go. What's up here? Just a door? Oh, you're not going to show me? Oh, okay. They do show you. I can return to the river. Where is Al? It's not going with me. Oh, that's what's up.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
You go on ahead, and I'll be there soon.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
I found him. He'll be here in a moment.
Ah, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
I discovered your real name was Karen. Or was it Curtsy?
Ah, I see. I thought you might.
What?
Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Who are you, really?
You can just call me Caroline, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
What truth is that?
That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld. has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
As you wish. You were murdered. You were exploring an old tomb when you discovered a cache of forgotten relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. Unfortunately, as you emerged into daylight, you were set upon by 2 thieves. A nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your bounty. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Worth. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Karen's Opal by some, and so it was my duty to bring you here.
Interesting. What's so special about these coins?
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferryman for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here.
Why?
That is a question you would have to ask him, if that were still possible, in light of the path you have chosen. I am just his servant, doing his bidding. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. You see, the coins on you and Al were the last of the 1,000 in existence. There is nobody else to ferry here, nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Can you return us to the land of living?
I see no point in keeping you here, but I have to ask one thing, that you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this.
Dear corn
But
pop.
I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Sentia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand, their blood is on my hands, not yours. I will live with the consequences of my actions, and all I can do is move forward, trying to show others the same compassion you showed me. I promise you that saving my life will not be for nothing. Scintilla.
Interesting.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Where are we going? How many might have survived if you converted the god of the underworld? I guess many. I couldn't kill him with the shitty bow, though. That's what's up, though. So I guess instead of going to Scintilla, just restart. Although I think I would have to do all of the... Can I continue? What would happen? Where would it be? Guess I could just go back if I wanted. I don't think I have the plugs, right? I don't have the plugs. Let's see if there's if there are plugs. I guess on the thing. On the obelisk, that's what I want to say. How do I get out of here? I really don't remember. Guess through here. Somewhere, yeah. Yeah, it's actually soaring with light. Thankfully, I don't have to go through the underworlds again.
I hope you're coping.
Coping with what?
Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. Galerius just saved me.
I fell through the stairs. What? I hope you're coping. I'm coping now. Let's just run back. Why is she even standing up there? Nothing to do? I guess he looked up too quickly.
I hope you're coping. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. Galerius just said, was there something you...
Why are you standing
Alright.
here? What the hell? I think there's supposed to be a statue, not a person. Pluto, Aegis, Osiris, Nergal.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by many names. Nergal to the Sumerians.
Yeah.
And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so brazenly. But there will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration.
What's your story?
My story is many thousands of years long. You will need to be more specific. What do you wish to know?
Why do you look and sound like a man?
My kin and I all adopted this form long ago, so that we might better understand and communicate with your kind. In time, we grew fond of the sensory delights it affords. Desire, joy, ecstasy, even rage and sorrow, while an acquired taste can be addictive.
May I see your true form?
No. Long ago I swore to Persephone that I would remain in this form for as long as we remained among your kind. I must honor that.
Who is the woman on your left?
This is my beloved. Like me, she has been known by many names. Ereshkigal to the Sumerians, Isis to the Egyptians, Persephone to the Greeks, and Proserpina to the Romans. Or perhaps you might know her as the goddess of springtime, the cycle of life and renewal. Your gaze lingers too long.
Who is on your right?
That is my servant. You would have met by the river, though she wears many faces and goes by many names. Kumutubal to the Sumerians, Kirti to the Egyptians, Charon to the Greeks, and Charon to the Romans. Her role is to ferry souls between the mortal world and this one, and to make their transition as seamless as possible. For that, she earned herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the Ferryman. You will talk more later. For now, ask your questions.
You are a god.
It is a matter of perspective. God is a label I was given by you mortals, not one I gave myself.
Yeah, that's true.
Your ancestors revered me because to them, my knowledge and technology made me incomprehensibly powerful, just as you might seem so to an insect. But despite all that, there are rules even I must obey.
Let's talk about something else.
As you wish.
What is this place?
It has come to be known simply as the Underworld, and it exists because of a wager I made long ago.
What was the wager?
That is a long story, one that began over 3,000 years ago and continues to this day. You see, long ago my kin and I set out from our home on Elysium to search for other forms of life among the stars. We discovered your planet and witnessed your kind evolving from primates into something lawless and barbaric. You all but destroyed yourselves, your 2 short lives being extinguished by violence and ignorance and disease. Yet Proserpina saw raw potential in you, and persuaded the rest of us it would be squandered without our intervention and stewardship. So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called Sumer. We offered guidance in agriculture, toolcraft, and law, and you called us gods. For a time you flourished, but soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread from that cradle of civilization, we saw something disturbing. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion, and soon you returned to your old ways of violence and ignorance, this time in our name. My kin had seen enough, and gave up on your kind, condemning you as barbaric and chaotic, scarcely more than animals. We began preparations to return to Elysium, our home world, a utopia unspoilt by conflict and unimaginable in its beauty. But my Proserpina could not bear to abandon your kind without guidance, and knowing it would force the rest of us to leave her behind, she made an extraordinary sacrifice. She gave up her immortality to descend permanently to the ranks of humankind. And so she began her inescapable trajectory toward death. Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in suspended animation in a deep frozen sleep to prevent age and sickness from claiming her. And then I pleaded with Proserpina's father, who the Romans called Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself. But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium, and no exceptions would be made. But seeing that I was aggrieved, he proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Proserpina and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium.
What?
My part would be to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her faith in you, so that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this time, still waiting.
How long did you wait? How much time has passed? 2 months, maybe? They didn't sin yet. Who are your kin?
There were also gods who, like me, have been known by many names, but perhaps you knew them by their Roman names. Our leader, Jupiter, as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana, Vulcan, Vesta, Ceres, and of course, my beloved Proserpina.
Who built the city?
As the first wave of your kind arrived from Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion, so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives here. I had them build the entrance as a vertical shaft leading to baths, to cleanse them of the sins of their former lives, and to prevent escape. I watched wave after wave of Sumerians arrive, and as their civilization declined over the centuries, they were replaced by Egyptians. Of course, believing themselves to be the superior civilization, the Egyptians promptly built over what had been built before, and made all the same mistakes. After another 1,000 years, the Greeks began to arrive, and then the Romans, and they all did the same thing. They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors, renamed their gods, and ensured their foundations were forgotten.
How did you decide who comes here?
To ensure the wager was fair, it was important that my subjects were chosen at random. To this end, I had my servant distribute 1,000 tokens fashioned from silver, a rare element at the time, across all of Sumer. Whoever died while in possession of one of them would be located by my servant and ferried to this place, with no memory of how they arrived. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into trinkets, and eventually coins, spreading to Egypt like seeds on the wind. Later, when they spread to Greece, they would come to be known as Charon's obol, or as coins for the ferryman. Some placed coins in the mouths of their dead, hoping they would awaken here, though they had no way of knowing which coins were fashioned from the original tokens. In fact, Almost all of the tokens are accounted for. Only 2 remain. And so after this wave destroys itself, as it is destined to do, your kind will have squandered the last of its potential to ascend beyond this rock, and Persephone's along with it.
How did humans learn about the underworld?
It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer, and a troublemaker. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people, on the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place. But the erasure did not take completely, and he told stories of this place as if describing memories of a dream. His tales were committed to writing, which came to be known as the Epic of Gilgamesh, and his words were twisted and distorted over generations. Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less and less resemblance to this place in their priests' pursuit of profit. Then, when the Greeks began to arrive, they proved far more cunning, and in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped. A warrior named Heracles, 2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus, a poet named Orpheus, and a Trojan named Aeneas. They each told embellished tales of this place, how to get here, and how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always told each other stories about this place, though each story contained only a seed of truth.
Still confused about Sextus.
Of course.
See this? It's Persephone's crown.
I would recognize that anywhere, and yet my beloved still wears hers. What is this? How did you come by it?
I took it from her after Lakida in another timeline.
You vile, despicable creature. Why would you do such a thing? And worse still, boast about it.
I didn't want to kill her, but if you don't put an end to the golden rule, I will do it again.
You have put me in an impossible position. If I refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium humiliated and alone.
Well, what's it going to be?
I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like nothing I have witnessed in 3,000 years. And now you have shown me your species' true colors. And I see that Persephone was a fool to have ever believed in you at all. This has gone on too long. It is time for me to let go of this form, of her, of all of you. But know this. If I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever ascend.
Why can't we go to Elysium?
Because despicable creatures like you have no place there. My kin would never allow it. The best I can do is return you to the land of the living. I will have Charon make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest.
Why?
Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You had best pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
We escaped Underworld yet again. There is all there. Wait. What's going on? We are trapped here, I guess.
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Al Worf, I came in to find you.
Well, here I am.
Corn
Know
Bob.
who you are. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, preventing the suicide of a man in debt bondage, freeing a falsely accused prisoner, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to him. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
Actually, that was me.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
I'm behind you. What's gonna happen now?
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Good idea.
Go on.
I'm guessing there's an ending to make you ascend as well. I want to get that, because it's interesting. Or I guess he would tell me like, oh, you cannot go because you're dead, or something.
You're back! But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
Found him. He'll be here in a moment.
What a relief. Why don't you tell me what
I discovered you're not who you said you were. Remember meeting you 2,000 years ago.
Ah, I see. I thought you might.
Suppose you have questions.
Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Ah, who are you?
You can just call me Charon. I
Yeah,
do not
call me
enjoy
Charon.
that most people. That my role as the servant of the god of the earth.
Seems to be the same thing. How did I die?
Most ask you.
I want to know.
As you were near you, but there was
Yeah, same
eight of
thing.
that you were each.
Pluto said the coins L and I had were the last in existence. What does it mean for you?
Means I am. There is nobody else to.
What's so special about these coins?
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans.
Yeah.
Well, those a long time ago. My orders.
Yeah, he told me.
It means that
Okay. Can you return us to the land of
I see
living?
no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing.
Keep this to yourself.
That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. and there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story, and I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Yeah, let's go. Where are we going though? No idea. To land living? 1 year later? Oh, okay. So this does matter somewhat.
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again. I read your book, and what the critics said about it. I guess they weren't ready for your theories about the underworld. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius's tablet, and I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you. I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
It has my name on it, probably, yeah?
Oh,
Galerius?
there he is.
What? What the hell?
You're finally here. Remember me?
How did you get here?
It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life.
What the hell is this? What are you going to do with yourself these days?
Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course. It's hard work, but I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own man, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
I did not expect this. Here with Equitia now.
I know! I can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged and living together.
Yeah, this is so awesome.
We're planning to get married next spring. If you're gonna be around, we'd love to see you there.
I'd love that, count me in. It was good to see you again, Galerius.
Of course. There's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you. So you'd better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
Yeah, that's so cool. Equitia.
You're here. It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told me all about you.
Good to see you too, Equitia.
So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work. I'm just teasing. Actually, and it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this, I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
Galerius and I are engaged and expecting.
What?
I just bought a lovely villa in the countryside with room for a large family. And Dooley too, of course.
Yeah.
It feels like the world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities for our children than we ever imagined. We're just so thankful for what you did for us. For all of us.
That's awesome. How is Livia?
Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely. In fact, she's here somewhere, if you'd like to ask her yourself.
Yeah, let's go. I'll do that.
See you at the wedding, I hope.
That's so pretty. That's so cool. Dooley is like he's so like, I don't know.
There he is.
He looks too real for this world.
Hi there.
Hello.
Julia.
Hey.
Horatius became a military man. What?
You're here. It's so good to see you again. How are you?
Hi there.
I'm alright, thanks, Julia.
I wanted to come here and thank you again for saving my life. And of course, getting me and all of us out of a terrible situation.
What happened to Aurelia?
Ugh. Someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince, and how she was going to be living the high life from now on.
Aw.
Even in your time, life still isn't fair. Apparently, he'd proposed before they'd even met. And last I heard, she'd bought herself a first-class one-way ticket to join him in some exotic place called... what was it? Nigeria?
Mm.
Some people have all the luck.
Don't worry. Something tells me she's going to get what she deserves.
Well, you are the oracle, so I suppose I'll take your word for it. Huh. I feel better already. Thank you.
Whatever happened to Malleolus and Claudia?
Last I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Roman Empire, and wound up being committed to a psychiatric hospital. As for Claudia, she was always so viciously unhappy. Someone said she'd blown all her money on wine, trying to drink herself back to the underworld. After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and me, I can't help feeling a sense of... what's that German word? Schadenfreude?
I think you're allowed to feel that way.
Thank you. You're very kind.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
Oh, I barely recognize myself. I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend. And I'm studying English at university. Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Turns out, it's about 30 times bigger than the Roman Empire ever was. Did you know there are entire continents Rome never knew existed? And you can travel almost anywhere in an aircraft, which is rather like flying on a Pegasus, but much more comfortable. Oh, sorry, you already know all that, of course. I'm just so excited. There's so much to see and learn and write about.
Seeing the world through fresh eyes sounds wonderful.
I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are. I hope to change that. One day.
And that's pretty good. That's good to see you.
If you're ever in London, let me know. We can go to bars and drink wine and listen to the stories of the 9 million people who live there.
Thanks for the offer.
You're welcome.
Hi there.
Lucretia.
Hey.
Sentia. I don't remember her actually. Wait. Is Scintilla still here? Georgius?
Hello. Magnificent museum, is it not?
Hermit philosopher even.
Good evening.
Octavia, Livia.
Some soiree, innit?
Theseus. I'd like to talk to all of them. Stranger.
Hello there.
It must be Scintilla.
Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name.
Hi.
Which monster?
You didn't hear? My adoptive father, Sentius, locked me up in the upper cistern to stop me from escaping. After you drove Pluto off, Proserpina came and released me, and that monster got what was coming to him.
Had no idea.
Don't worry, nobody did.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living with Ulpius on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's even more wonderful than I dreamed it would be. I'm so grateful to you for making sure he's still with us. If you're ever passing through the region, I hope you'll come and visit us. You can try some of our very own wine.
I might just do that. It was nice to meet you.
You too.
It's so interesting. Virgil is here too. Actually, it's getting a bit late for me. I would love to talk to all of them.
Hello.
On stream. But it seems to be unmanageable right now. Let me save. And I would look up if you can actually ascend, if there's an ending with that. Endings. So if you kill Sentius, that's one ending. You get away. And there's a ending where Scintilla is the only survivor. Start another download. Oh. Only a few gold people survived. Oh, that's... Wait, there's like 4 or 5 endings. Because there is one ending that I did just now. And there is another where you do that. You can actually win a debate with him. That's what's up. So I guess I'll just end the stream here for now. Maybe I'll do another where I would do the soul again. And then we kind of talk to these people. But this time I'll probably try to win a debate against him. That would be more interesting, I guess, than just tossing a crown at him. Damn, that would be cool if there was an ending to Ascend, to see how Elysium is. But I guess you can't have everything. It's still lots of fun. That's for sure. Okay, so I guess I'll see you on Saturday. Take care. And have a great day.